Good morning all. It's Wednesday morning. Just thought I'd let everyone know that I do have hair and I'm not always wearing a hat. We got another busy day today. We've got both dung spreaders out, or Tony's just filling up with fuel. He's about to leave. Both dung spreaders out, the telehandler down on a block of ground towards Tiverton. They got some dung to spread down there. Dad will be out drilling. We've got 3 tankers out spreading digestate, and at the moment we've got Harry and Andrew just in the workshop. They've replaced the bearing on the discs, just putting the discs back on the shaft, so getting that one back up and running, because they'll be being used shortly. So another big day ahead. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone for watching. I'll try and keep the videos coming, and we will see what the rest of the day brings. So we had to replace a bearing on the discs. So got to put the disc back onto the shaft. Just get them all put them back on, spaced out. We'll doing this job, hopefully remind Harry to go a little bit more steady and not to break things quite so often, you know. So they finished getting the discs back on that shaft, fitted them back onto the machine, tighten up, and they'll be good to go. Doing a fuel refill for the 8R410 and the focus drill. Got more spring corn to go in today. Should get the block finished today, so just filling her up before Dad sets off and cracks on again. This fuel Bowser was a new one last year. Our old Bowser has put in some serious miles and pumped a hell of a lot of fuel, and it was time for an upgrade for sure. And just while we're down here, quick look in the grain store. Still got a pretty decent pile of wheat in there. We have got some fixings next week with open field, and a contract with Frontier coming up as well. But we're eating through it. But yeah, plenty more to go in the next couple months. So first field of the day being drilled today. Just unfolding the machine. As you can see, this was all spread in the last couple of days and sprayed off. And in just a sec we'll be good to go. We'll have to do a seed calibration first. You see there, you have the legs that go in and rip up the ground, discs behind it, and then the seed is drilled then into the slot that the discs make. For those of you that aren't in farming, just a little explanation, because I know there are some of you watching the videos that aren't in farming yourselves. So as before, this will be drilled, and then most likely tomorrow it'll be rolled in. You might find that it's not rolled in until next week. We're due some rain now on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nothing too heavy, but it would stop us rolling. If it's not done tomorrow, it'll be done then. You can see here as I'm leaving the field, we'll have a slight issue with the crop just in this corner. You can see it's not been spread. Well, it's hardly got anything, to be honest, which when, as we are, you're relying on your nutrients coming from manures. If you don't spread up to the boundaries of the fields, you're not going to get, well, that crop just doesn't have the nutrients available to it to give you a good yield. So I imagine in this kind of 10 metre by 10 metre square, we might see, well, we won't see very much. Ant's back out in the Fastrac in Pichon. You see he's in the field above where we left him last night. And these fields should then be drilled either this afternoon, but most likely they'll be drilled tomorrow, just to let the digestate seep into the ground a bit. Currently the Pichon tanker still has its issues with the board on the control box, but Ant's making it work, so it's not holding us up at the moment, but that is an ongoing issue that we need to fix so that he's not having to hold two buttons rather than one. It's not ideal for ease of controls when you're having to use two buttons at the same time. I'd better get onto the farmer pretty sharpish, or else his two white sheep might end up being black sheep in a minute. They've got a couple hours, but I'll better away make a phone call, I think. He's coming to the end. You see, not all of them have got digestate coming out of them. He's come to the end of his tank. When he comes back in the field, he'll then tank up to the end of this row and pull into the next. Pick up where he left off so that everywhere gets a good coverage. We'll just watch him fold up. Oh no, he's caught me off guard. He's not empty. Obviously it wasn't coming out of every pipe for a different reason rather than the tank coming to an end. There was something else going on. It's made me look foolish. So we're up at the next block to be worked. So it's got to be spread first. It's getting spread with fibre. George is in the handler, loading Tony in the big spreader. Will's next door, the smaller spreader. So they've been up here today. This will be the next block to be for the ground to be worked. Once it's all got its digestate, ground can be worked, ready for it to be drilled, hopefully in the next month to 6 weeks. Tony's flinging it out. Another very nice view behind him. It's not until I started doing these videos that I realised quite how many lovely views we've got actually around some of our land blocks. So you see some of this field's already been cultivated. This was a beet field that was harvested before Christmas actually, and yeah, we had to drive across it during maize harvest and then obviously drive back across the same tram lines while harvesting beet. So before any more work's done for the next crop, we'll come up, we'll cultivate out all the ruts, flatten the field out, bring up any compaction before we then spread and cultivate or plough in preparation for the next crop. And while Tony's getting on with that, Will's just finished. George is loading him. That's Will Hammond, or Olive as he's affectionately known. He's in the field next door, so they'll each spread their own fields and try and stay out of each other's way, so that they know exactly what they're doing and how much of the field they've done, etc. Just got to give the telehandler a little top up of fuel while we're here, so that he can keep going for the whole day. We're just down here changing some of the legs on the front of the Porsche Focus. You see, this one that's come off is gone, snapped. Replacing it with these ones. See what they get like when they're just about to go.
You getting a screwdriver?
This is what they should be looking like, and then they start to bend and warp and eventually snap off. We've changed 3 of the legs on this side, and there's one or two to do on the other side, so we'll just quickly go around there and have a look and see the state they're in. Now for the part of the video where everyone tells me how terrible I am at flying a drone. We're still with the old drone at the moment. Just thought I'd be able to get a bit of footage of Harry here with the 7-furrow coon and the new 8R 370. As you can see, he's going along quite nicely. This is the land that was spread just this morning / this afternoon by Will, Hammond, Tony and George. I just got a high shot here because the field, the other side of the link road, you can see Andrew there with a 6-furrow plough. This farm, the North Devon link road was built through the middle of it all those years ago. Just got Harry on his way back now. And the wobbly camera footage, I promise you, it is the drone. It's not all me. But it's nice to be able to see a different angle of things and see what's going on. So Harry and Andrew just come out here literally end of the day just to try and get as much done as possible. We're obviously up against it a bit with rain coming at the end of the week, so as soon as the field's been spread, we try and get out onto them and plough. So there's a little bit of drone footage from mainly Harry, but you can see Andrew there as well over the North Devon link road. For those of you that haven't seen all the videos, that's as wobbly as that was, that's a pretty good flight for me. We'll leave today's video there, so you can see that's what Harry and Andrew will be finishing with today, is a bit of ploughing. We've got the dung spreaders have headed up to the next block, spreading that, and that'll get ploughed in the coming days as well. We've still got a little bit of spring corn to go in the ground, not quite finished. And tomorrow, I think the plan is to hopefully just have a little play around with the elevator on the beet harvester from the issue I showed you the other day. Hopefully get a little bit of beet dug as well. And I believe the planter wants some washed, so there's plenty on tomorrow as well. I'll try and capture it all and show you tomorrow night. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.